Welcome to the tutorial on how to use the new layout designer for Curator. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you where you can access the designer. The designer can be accessed directly in the assets page or directly on the form. From the assets page on the right side, you would choose layouts. And from layouts, you can either create or upload your own layout. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you that by clicking this, it opens up the editor, but I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and actually go into an event to explain to you where and how to use it actually inside of an event. From your event, you will notice that we have single, multi-photo, as well as photo layout. Photo layout is depreciated and is being retired, so the old way of creating layouts will no longer be. Now, all of these layouts that you see here that we've added and had over the years are still available to you and easier than ever to design. They will be in every experience from single, GIF, boomerang, but essentially from page 3, when you choose single multi-photo now, on page 4, you will be able to open that up and scroll all the way down to the second to last item, which is called layouts. From there, you can either select one of the layouts that you've either already uploaded or that we offer, or you can create one by simply clicking on create. Now, when you create one, the first thing you're going to notice is that you will have the designer open up. You have options here. You can either design one from scratch by simply choosing or selecting your size, selecting your background maybe. In this case, let's go to, let's do beach. And we can do a beach theme. And from there, if you wanted to, you could easily scroll all the way to the top to where it says layouts and simply start adding your photos. Now, this is going to be photo number 1. And you will notice when I add that, it says photo number 1. It tells you what the XY coordinates, as well as the width and the height and the rotation. You'll also notice something here that says allow video. In the near future, we will allow video inside of this particular location. So just something to keep an eye out for. But from there, I can go ahead and either Control C to duplicate, or I could just add another one. Now, you're not limited to just 2. If I wanted to, I can add up to 30 different photos and just keep doing it. You're basically telling the system that you want that many photos to be taken. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it set to 3. I'm going to go ahead and add this photo and again, place it wherever it is that I want. And once I do that, I can go ahead and add some text down here by clicking on the text tool. There's many different fonts here that you could choose from. You can also upload your own font. So in this case, let's go here. And since it's beach theme, let's find something that's a little beachy, I guess. We'll do waves. I'll bring this down here. And obviously, you can change the color of that particular thing. So we could do something like congrats. Explanation. Let's go ahead and reduce the size of that. Bring it down a little bit. As you see here. Congrats. Oops, sorry. There we go. And move that up. And again, you can add more text underneath here as you see fit. But basically, what this is doing is you're telling the system, hey, take 3 photos. Okay? Add them here. Now, once I save this, it will be added directly to the single/multi-photo layout section. You could still add digital props. You could still add filters. You could still add overlays and backgrounds. Although, if you want to, you can edit this at any point in time. And you can actually add multiple. So let's just say I want one of the ones that Curator offers. Here's an Easter Bunny one. If I click on the duplicate icon, you'll notice that it opens up again in the designer. And this is already ready to go. You can come in here and change what you want. Change the text, change the photos, etc. And just to point out, you're not limited to just photo strips. You can do anything. You could just take a single photo, something like this, place it on the layout, which just to point out as well, if you do have something with transparency, and I'll go ahead and create a new one. Let me go over here. Let me just drag in one of the ones that I have here. Boop. Give it a second. You'll notice that it's not the right size. So this right here is 1800 by 1200. So let's go in here. I'm sorry, 1200 by 1800. My apologies. So that's a 6 by 4. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Fit to Page. Now, again, this is just the layout system. Again, Fit to Page, and it adds it there. Just because you have this here doesn't mean that it automatically detects exactly where the photos are. Again, you would go in here. You would add this so that each photo is exactly where you want it. Okay, and just a little side tip, you can make the photos a little bigger, because once you place the photo and you know exactly where it's going and it's going to be exact, you can go over here to the left-hand side and click on layers, and you can adjust the layers. And the idea is if you are uploading a transparent image, you can place the overlay, the layout on top of the photo, as opposed to the photos being placed on top of the layout. So you have choices. So what I typically do is I make it just a smidge little bigger, although if you know the exact size you can. I'm going to do Control Copy, Control V, Control Copy, Control V, and you'll notice that now I have 3 photos. But again, they're all saying number 1. So let's go over here to Layout Settings. We're going to go to Photo 1. That's Photo 1. Let's go to Photo 2. I'm going to actually increment this to Photo 2, and we'll do the same thing for Photo 3. Now, all these 3 images, you'll notice there's no purple line between them. So I'm going to go over here to Layers. I'm going to take the image, which is the layout, and I'm going to move it all the way to the top. And now you've got photo 1, 2, and 3. Click on Save. And now the system will actually create all 3 of these after the 3 photos are taken. One thing to point out though, if you do have a layout that is taking or capturing a landscape image and a layout that is capturing a portrait image, as you see here, these are 2 different things, it will default to whatever size you select at the top. So it may be best if you are doing that, it's going to crop. So you need to know that that's the case. You may want to choose square so that the square is the least amount of cropping that is possible. Now, you may also want to just choose 6x4. It's up to you. But basically, we're taking the photos captured the correct way and placing them in here. But if they are different sizes, we still have to capture in one way. With that being said, that is a quick overview of how to add your layouts. And if you have any questions, by all means, reach out to us on the website, and I'll do another an updated video on how to get a little more detailed in that layout system, especially show you how to use videos. Thank you.